Thank you very much. Let us start the session of general discussion. The chair continued to be Professor Nishihara. Yes, thank you. So we have received 3 presentations. Overview of One Health and more just actual practical researches, and then educational aspect. Actually, each of these presentations were quite unique and informative. And then we are going to have a general discussion. So I expect you to participate in this discussion as well. And as I said before, we have 3 guests. Actually, we are now just collecting questions through the internet, and then perhaps these questions may be screened and selected. And I would like to just ask a question in Japanese later, and then I would like to proceed the meeting one by one in that way. And I would like to ask for all the 3 presenters to answer the questions that I'm going to make. There seems to be a lot of questions, so perhaps we cannot cover all the questions, but please understand.
Okay. Thank you. それではまずはじめに
Thank you very much. And the first one, SDGs, Social Development Goals. SDGs and oneself. I feel that these 2 concepts are the same basically. However, it seems to be separate, different initiatives, activities are going on for these 2 things. So SDG comes first before One Health. So how to just promote and disseminate the message of One Health as we do for SDGs and activate One Health just activities furthermore, like SDGs in a wider just a range of sectors in Japan. And what do you think? What should we do to just promote the concept of One Health, like SDGs in Japan, particularly, or outside of the world, outside of the Japan as well?
An interesting question, and I'm a little bit puzzled by it. There are so many social development goals that are well-intentioned in different parts of the world. One Health is just one of them, I think. But just like any social development goal, I think if we're going to try and move the needle when it comes to One Health, it takes a coordinated effort, and everything we talked about today, my co-presenters here as well. It's education. I was completely blown away, impressed by the students this morning. As we were talking in the hall during the break, at their age, they're even thinking of doing things that we haven't even thought of with the study with the eels in the water. So, I mean, it's really incredible. So it's education, it's communication. It's going to take fundraising and marketing to the broader public, and then doing a good job of communicating that effort. And then lastly, any social development goal, whether it's One Health or anything else, getting all the different organizations, and I mentioned 600 plus for One Health alone around the globe, getting more coordinated effort between them so that they're not operating in silos. It's something that I mentioned and Dr. Mark Schipp did as well. Any thoughts, guys?
So the United Nations have 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and I see a few members of the audience are wearing the round pin which shows the 17 colours of the 17 goals. Many of those goals are very much complementary to One Health. They talk about clean water, sustainable food, not consuming more than is needed, working against poverty and hunger, quality education, So many of those goals are very much supported by a One Health approach. Obviously not all of them, because not all are relevant, but where there is overlap and complementarity, we should be using One Health approaches to support the Sustainable Development Goals.
So actually, we have 17 Sustainable Development Goals. There is, as I've said, clean water, life above water, life on land, no? But the 17th is the one that will nail the One Health approach, which is partnership for the goals. So we need partnerships, we need advocacies for change, we need champions to be the voice of the people, so that all of the social determinants of health will find itself in sustainable initiatives. So that's, I think that's the most important. We focus on the 17th, no, which is partnership for the goals.
No.
We do understand the point of the question, but SDGs, in case of SDGs, the from developing countries and to developed countries, it's an overarching concept. And when it comes to Fukuoka Prefecture, we really we have actually took initiative and put in the basic ordinance. So from a local perspective, we should promote the One Health. That is what Governor Hattori said in his remark. So we really have to start where we can. So, but ultimately, on the global level, all the citizens of the world, the health of them, and the welfare of them really have to be, closely observed. So this is really the goal setting that we have in One Health and SDGs. Well, this is my summation of what I have heard from three presenters.
Okay. Okay. 先ほども薬剤耐性でございました。
We have talked about the AMRs a little while ago. The agriculture and veterinarians and doctors collaboratively have to work on the AMR, right? This is really the kind of thing that, they have to collaborate with each other. This is the kind of question that was raised, a little while ago. And Johnson, would you please answer this question?
I'm going to defer to my colleague on the right who talked about AMR. Why don't you start?
I talked a lot about it. It's a whole presentation. But indeed, yes, we should collaborate. As I've said, it's like an eternity sign where you have one starting and then the other one starts almost immediately. That's a kind of transdisciplinary approach that I'm trying to tell everybody, that we should not just be crossing physical, geographical borders, but professional borders as well. We talk about the same thing from different perspectives, and then we do something about it. We do something about it. So the policies will come, and I hope that even as the World Veterinary Association push for the policies, we hope to be able to do it also for the physicians. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
I listened closely to your presentation and had a number of concerns. You spoke about the large amount of antibiotics are used in livestock, but livestock are 3 times the biomass of humans. And it's important that we maintain the health and welfare of livestock and that we maintain access to antibiotics. So, yes, there is a lot of use, and most of that use is appropriate. There is some inappropriate use, and that's what we should be focusing on, is that inappropriate use. My other concern is to believe that because there is that use, there is antimicrobial resistance in humans. That attribution, that causal relationship has not been demonstrated. Most of the antimicrobial resistance seen in humans is coming from inappropriate use of antibiotics in humans. There's very little of this transfer between humans and animals. There are some documented cases, but it's very much the minority rather than the majority case.
So I agree that it is an attribution, no, mainly, because the association might not have been proven, but it is, of course, good to think about the possibility. Yeah, because unless we talk about probabilities, things will never happen.
Yeah, in the United States, in 2018, 2019, I had the honor of being president of the American Veterinary Medical Association, and it was a hot topic in the 2018, 2015, back when I was on the board of directors as well, because a lot of people were making the assumption that antibiotic use in food animal production in the United States as a growth promotant was actually leading to antimicrobial resistance in people. But as Dr. Schipp just pointed out, there has not been a very good causal relationship determined and proven to be the case. A matter of fact, if I took things back many, many years, probably 20 years ago or so, I met with then Senator Ted Kennedy because there was a bill in Washington that was pending called the MUMS bill, which was to develop and expedite the approval process at the Food and Drug Administration for minor uses in major species and major uses in minor species. And his office had held it up for a long, long time. And I met with him for an extended period of time, and then he had us meet with his staff, and we were able to finally get through his office, through the Congress, and eventually signed into law by President Bush as an expedited process. And the only way I was able to move that needle is that so much in life comes down to personal relationships. And initially I was given 5 minutes to meet with the senator. Well, the 5 minutes turned into an hour. And we walked out together like two best friends that had known each other our entire lives. And it was only because I turned to him and I said, you know, Senator, unless I'm mistaken, your brother, President John F. Kennedy, had Addison's disease. He said, why, yes, he did, John. And I said, well, you know, imagine if there had been an expedited drug approval process that could have made his life easier back then. And it was then when he said to me, can I have my staff speak to you? And I let him know that veterinarians, we care about animal welfare, to improve their lives, to reduce suffering, but also pointed out to him that even though he then, 20 years ago, was concerned about antimicrobial resistance in people, and wisely so, I was able to convince him that it wasn't coming from veterinarians and food animal production, but primarily from physicians overprescribing and overusing.
Okay, thank you.
Well, about AMR, the bacteria with AMR, I think the question may be perhaps unasked from some certain perspective. So I would like to ask you, Dr. Marina Kalmak, WHO and UNPD, they work together to just come up with some solutions for AMR. That is one of the questions we received. So what do you think about this particular collaboration?
Well, all forms of collaboration are always welcome.
Yeah.
The WMA actually has, I don't know what month of 2024 when we, or maybe December of 2023 when we tackled antimicrobial resistance across the globe in an article at the WMA journal. So perhaps you should look it up.
Okay, thank you. 少し具体的なお話が聞けた。
Well, I think that is a good information. I think that may be all about the antimicrobial resistance. Another one is about the One Health. I think this may be one of the basic strategy, but about the One Health. Well, I think that may be archaic, particularly in the field of medicine and veterinary medicine, but in other sectors or specialties, what kind of just initiative or project are necessary in order to involve other just specialties or sectors as well? So this may be one of the things we have to think about ourselves, but I would like to just ask each of the presenters, what do you think? What is your opinion?
I recommend that we be as creative and as open as possible. Really, One Health should be almost all-encompassing. It's difficult to think of an area of expertise, an area of life that does not contribute to One Health. And I think everybody has a role to play, and we should be as welcoming and as accommodating as we possibly can. Initially, it was thought it was just doctors and vets and something to do with environment, but I think there's a realisation now that it reaches far beyond that. It includes economy, includes law, includes ethics and social interaction. So many aspects that contribute to One Health.
It makes me realize that during an earlier break, somebody in the audience came up to me. He's a high school teacher in economics, and he said, "What can I do with economics and One Health?" And I had to sort of think real fast on my feet, but I said, you know, if one does a good job of promoting One Health, there's economic benefit in all kinds of areas. So go back to your high school students and talk to them about using entrepreneurial skills to try and expand One Health to the other prefectures in Japan and around the world. It might create incredible economic opportunities. And as Dr. Schipp said, it's not just human health, animal health, and environmental health. There's probably a lot of things that we haven't even considered, and we need to be open-minded to them.
Okay, thank you very much.
We in Fukuoka Prefecture, so far, in our activities, we have held the forum so far, and this is the 5th edition. In One Health approaches, in different approaches, we just try to make them really practical for the betterment of the health of humans and animals and environment. We have carried out a wide-ranging activities, and there is one question based upon that. Probably in the future, to the next generation, the One Health education will become very important. In the morning, we have seen cases in elementary and middle school education. Now, regarding the One Health education, in your respective country, what are the situations or are the situations in the country, in the world? Or the university level or researcher level? At those levels, what kind of roles the this One Health can play out? So from your each own perspective, would you please share your views?
Oh, in the United States, unfortunately, I think, even though the CDC's got a One Health initiative and you've got the One Health Commission, the American Veterinary One Health Society, and other groups, it's pretty much contained in veterinary medicine. So all the veterinary schools in the United States are actively talking about and promoting One Health, and veterinary students are very engaged. Human medical schools, not so much, but when you take it back to the younger level like you had here today, I was so impressed by seeing such young people that understand One Health, but that's because of the initiative of people in this audience, and Dr. Kurauchi and the governor and all the people in the assembly. You guys have done the work, and that's what it's now starting to pay dividends. And I just hope that your young ambassadors can spread the word to other young ambassadors. But in the United States, we've got a long ways to go as far as making sure One Health is well understood and well communicated.
You know what struck me this afternoon was the realization that out of 700 plus assemblymen in is it in Japan or in Fukuoka? 40 are physicians. A big number. We don't see those numbers in the Philippines, for example. So you're able to shift. That's the reason why you're able to shift the needle in the direction towards the legislative agenda of physicians. And I think that is one thing that I would like to bring back home, because we have politicians who are politicians, not really professionals, no. So that is a big thing that is working for your government. By the way, the article on antimicrobial resistance is December 2023, page 58 and following of volume 69 of the World Medical Journal.
No, I don't think I have much to add. I know of one university that's teaching medicine and veterinary science as a common subject at the undergraduate level, but it certainly hasn't extended further than that. I'm very much inspired that Dr. Maria is going to take up politics when she returns to the Philippines.
I'm actually taking up law. Just trying to wrap my head around what makes politicians tick. But I heard that Dr. Kobayashi from the audience is visiting the Philippines next month. And I'll see you there at the College of Science. Let's talk One Health with Dean Papa. Thank you.
今お名前が上がった。
Yes, do you have any comment? Dr. Kobayashi or Kobayashi-san? No? Perhaps the person is just shaking or nodding his head?
Oh, no, I know. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. 今の教育
Well, about education of One Health, actually, this morning, Dr. Ito from Fukuoka University of Education, he made a kind of a summary of the discussion. Elementary school and junior high and high schools. Actually, there was some project or initiatives going on in Fukuoka. I'm just including accommodating these different levels of schools. And particularly high school students invite elementary school pupils to just offer education and training. So that is a kind of just a sealing or the umbrella way of training. So that means senior students teach junior students, a kind of cross-year or cross-level training education that seems to be going on in Fukuoka. So elementary and junior high and the high schools, actually that kind of a system is in place in Fukuoka. Perhaps that can be expanded to the university level as well. And this year, One Health, just a basic course that is going to, actually that has started already in some colleges or universities in Fukuoka. So that means elementary and junior high and high schools and further university and college. So even even there are some people who didn't know at all before through the just a lower just educational system, but there will be opportunity for them to learn One Health at the college, university level as well. It is just for the sake of information. So education board and colleges. So through the collaboration, the initiative of One Health need to be just incorporated into the curriculum at colleges as well. That may be one of the quite effective and important ways to just extend the concept, expand the concept of One Health. So using my own position as a chairman, I would like to just say like that as well. And then I would like to say something more in my position. Particular this forum, just the opening up a prosperous future through One Health. That is part of the title of this particular forum.
福岡県の県民の方たちが
excuse me, the people who are living in Fukuoka Prefecture, in every generation of the citizens, the philosophy of young health is shared by all of them, and they are experiencing One Health approaches in Fukuoka. But at the same time, we have to have somebody who should lead them, practitioners, the people of education. They may be in universities or research organizations. Those human resources are required. That, I think. So, in practice, the practical teaching, I think, well, in a real society, they have to be able to execute the capabilities. They really have to develop people who be able to carry out the responsibilities of One Health, and which is required for Fukuoka Prefecture, I think. So I think from the title of the theme of the forum, as well as the discussions that have been carried out thus far, as well as the lectures given by three distinguished lecturers, I think we have learned that point from the time today. And serving as a moderator, myself, I was really it was fortunate that I've been I was allowed to think deeper into this topic, and hope that will be united for the sake of administration prefecture, for the sake of the nation as a whole. Hopefully we'll be able to put a structure in place. And that is what I've been aware here in this place while I was serving as a moderator. And with this, I'd like to conclude this session. And what I have just told just now, I'm sure that it's been translated. And I just if you have any suggestions to me or any comments that you like to give me regarding what I have said, would you please, tell us one by one very briefly, please? Would you mind?
I think you summarized things very well. I want to thank our interpreter up there for making sure I understood what you were saying. I think it was a lady up there, a person up there I can see. But this has been a wonderful forum. I thank the audience for your participation, your engagement, your being here with us to share in something that I think we all believe is important. Now we need to go out together and spread the message. It takes a village. So let's get to it, folks.
Can I say amen to that? You said it well.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to come once again to Fukuoka to spend today with you talking about this very important topic. It's been great to meet a number of people that I've known for some time and to make a number of new acquaintances, and I very much look forward to coming back to Fukuoka or to seeing you somewhere else around the world as we continue to discuss and promote One Health. Thank you.
So let me just say that I really enjoyed coming over. This is one of the shortest flight, 3 hours to Japan. So we'd like to come back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mine was almost 24 hours.
All right, please give the panelists a big round of applause.
Now we'd like to move on to the next part. This is a presentation on One Health Center. Our speakers are from Fukuoka Prefecture, One Health Promotion Division, Mr. Hirofumi Hirayama. From Yasui Architect Firm, Mr. Kusunoki. And Father, One Health Fukuoka Office, Kazuhiko Imamura will serve as the moderator. We will take questions after the presentation. Just like in the previous sessions, you can send your questions. Now the microphone is over.
ありがとうございます。今村と申します。
Thank you. I am Imamura. This is the last session. We'd like to now begin the last session. We talked about this Fukuoka Prefecture One Health Center in Miyama City. We are going to open this One Health Center. The preparation is underway, as I understand. Today we are going to have an introduction by 2 presenters on this One Health Center. First, from Fukuoka Prefecture, in charge of the program, Mr. Hirayama, One Health Promotion Division, is going to speak to you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Hirayama from One Health Promotion Division of Fukuoka Prefecture. Today I'd like to talk about the One Health Center that is currently under construction in Fukuoka Prefecture. I will give you the overview of the center. After this, Yasui Architects, who is involved in the design of the center, will give an overview of the center's design. Now that this is an international forum, the slides are in English, but I will be speaking to you in Japanese. Fukuoka Prefecture is conducting surveys and research based on One Health approach and foster human resources with expertise in this area, and we are promoting the establishment of One Health Center. It is a facility that will address the needs of the community, and we will have a conduct We have a research and study on human health and environmental conservation. We will also have Institute for Public Health and Environment and Livestock and Pet Animals, and Animal Health Sanitation Center will also be set up in the same site of Miyama City. We will open in March 2028. Design stage is now underway. This is the current photos of the Institute of Health and Environment Sciences and Chikugo Livestock Hygiene Service Center, which are held and established by law. It's been 50 years since their establishment. The buildings are becoming old. We need to rebuild this. So as the core facility of One Health Center, we decided to reestablish these centers. In selecting the site, we considered the cost and the size of the compound, and we decided to use the existing facilities of the Miyama City Health and Medical University, and the site is prepared free of charge from the city. I'd like to thank the city for their generous support. This is the overall illustration of One Health Center. Showing blue is the One Health Research, and the One Health building is in the center, where we have the One Health Experience Zone. We also have outdoor One Health Experience Zone, and Animal Health section is shown in red. This is the overview of the Institute of Health and Environmental Sciences. This is the research building. This promotes health and environmental protection, and this carries out study and investigation. And in this new institute, we will take a comprehensive view of human, animal, and environment. This is cross-disciplinary facilities for investigation and research. And in and out of the building, we have One Health Experiential Learning and Research Zone to promote One Health principle. And people can enjoy science experience events. We have nature observation meetings and research on rare species and conservation. This is outdoor One Health Experiential Learning and Research Zone. We emphasize on biodiversity. We also promote the education of the coexistence of nature and humans. The size is 1 hectare. You have the open area and closed area. In the open area, we have forest area, grassland area, reservoirs, and ditches. And through the programs of experience and learning, we educate people about the importance of One Health and biodiversity. In the closed area, research is carried out for the rare species. This is the Animal Health Center that is responsible for the health and hygiene of all types of animals. This is new to us. We cover not just the livestock, as was the case in the past, but we will also cover pets, zoo animals, and wild animals. Animal Health Center covers the traditional responsibilities as well as any responsibilities about the pets and zoo animals in terms of zoonosis, AMR, and cattle infections. Together with the other hygiene and environment research, will promote education on One Health. This concludes the overview of the One Health Center under development. Excluding the outdoor zone for experiencing One Health, the research building, the One Health building, and Animal Health Center are being designed by Yasui architect firm, who is now going to explain about the design concept. And this concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, next is another presentation from Yasui Architecture Office. But here I would like to make a brief introduction. Yasui Architecture Office is just providing architecture related services, including construction and maintenance of buildings. Actually, this office just enjoyed the 100th anniversary last year, a long history. And in 2022, there was a tender, and then the actually award was given to this Yasui Architecture Office. And then 2023, actually they started and then started this just designing and construction of this facility. And then we have Mr. Kusunoki from Yasui Architecture Office, and he's involved in the international business, and also he's a general manager working for that office as well. And Kusunoki-san, please. Yes, good afternoon. Thank you for the introduction. I'm Kusunoki from Yasui Architecture Office. So, One Health Center, I would like to give you the overview of the design of the One Health Center. Here, this is the image perspective of the center. The blue part, that is the area for the Institute of Health and Environmental Science here. This is just a research building, and then this is One Health building. And this one is that is outdoor and experiential learning and research zone. And this particular part, a red colored part, and that is the Animal Health Center. And in order to come up with this design, actually this is the first One Health Center in Japan. So we try to develop and design a kind of advanced model of the facilities. And this should be a hub of research of health, humans and animals and the environment. And then that should promote the further development and then enhance the safety and the security for local people as well. Yeah, this is the layout of the buildings here. This is the research building, One Health building, and then outdoor experiential learning zone, and this is Animal Health Center. And for each building here, this is the gate to the One Health building, and this is for a research building, and this, and then another one. So these buildings can be accessed through different gates. And I would like to get into the details of each building. And the first one is about Institute of Health and Environment Science. And then there are four key concepts that were set up. The first one is a high earthquake resistance and flexibility. So flexible, and then quite a safe and a secure building as well. Second one is safety, the chemical hazard and the security, biohazard and others. And the BCP is considered as well. And the third one is interaction. And then there should be quite active interaction within the facilities, and then with other facilities as well. And a fourth, that is about eco-friendliness, carbon neutrality. That's one of the things. And also we hope to introduce methods to reduce environment impact that are friendly to people, communities, and the earth, and the leader to control maintenance and the management of cost and business continuity as well. And next is about overview of the building. Total area is about 11,000 square meters, and it has 6 floors. The structure is made of a reinforced concrete and has a seismic isolation structure which is planned to reduce the shaking in the event of earthquake. Here, this is a flat image, and this is a cross-sectional image. In the center of the building, the pink colored part, this is a space for communication between researchers, and the flow line of movement such as the stairs and elevators, and then also 2 corridors. They are just rented like this. And then here, this is an image perspective of the exterior design. Since the equipment, the piping, and the duct for research experiments are located on the perimeter of the building, the entire building is covered with louvers to hide them. People, animals, and the environment, and the communities and research facilities are interwoven with louvers. And next is about the environmental considerations and the business continuity plans. The green mark that is for environmental conservation, and the blue that is for business continuity plans. As an environmentally friendly item, we have adapted a variety of environmental technologies such as solar radiation shielding with technical balconies, use of air heat at a stable temperature using cool and heat pits, solar power generation, high efficiency equipment, natural daylight, and the lighting control using motion sensors. And as a result of that, we could just save the energy by 50% compared to other type of buildings. And BSL3 area supplying emergency or backup power to BSL3 and placing major rooms on the second floor above, just in case in heavy rain, and adaptive seismic isolation as well. And next is about One Health zone, experiential zone here. This blue color part, this is the facility. And then we plan to renovate the existing building and turn into a facility that can provide education and awareness about One Health. And then here, this is information about this building. It has a total area of about 5,100 square meters and 1 story and a reinforced concrete structure. This is a flat image. And the orange colored part, that is a One Health experiential learning zone. It consists of exhibition spaces and seminar rooms. The other purple colored areas, they are the office zones of the Institute of Health and Environmental Science. Next is about the Animal Health Center. So there are 4 concepts for the designing of the Animal Health Center. First one is safe and secure facilities for both the local community and the researchers, biosafety and chemical safety and appropriate wastewater treatment and prevention of cross-contamination and BCP, different factors considered. Second is comfortable facilities with efficiency. And this is to reduce a labor burden on staff, improve the efficiency of workflow lines, and realize an appropriate inspection environment. Third one is a collaborative planning. Emphasis is placed on collaboration with the National Institute of Public Health and Environment and exchange among researchers in the institute. This is information about the building. The total area is about 2,900 square meters, and then 3 floors, and then that is made of a reinforced concrete flat image and a cross-sectional image here. The green area is the area of livestock animals. The functions of the Chikugo Animal Health Center will be transferred here. And then the light blue, that is the area for pets and exhibition animals and the wild animals. So these 2 areas are clearly separated, isolated from each other at the red dotted line to avoid cross-contamination. And here, this is the exterior design. The colors and the materials are combined with the Institute of Health and Environment Research Institute and the floor indoor One Health experiential learning zone to harmonize with the site as a whole. And this is about environmental conservation and business continuity plans. As an environmentally friendly item, we will adapt the various environmental technologies such as solar power generation, high efficiency equipment, and natural daylight and motion sensors. And then, like the previous building, we just achieved the 50% saving of the energy. And as a BCP, backup power and others, actually critical areas just designed on the second floor or higher, and then that should be quite a resistance against possible natural disasters as well. So this concludes a brief overview of the One Health Center design. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. We have just heard from 2 speakers. We still have some time, so the floor is now open for questions and answers. Today, we have members from the prefectural government in charge of this program. We also have representatives from the design office. Questions related to legal aspect and security and medical aspects need to be discussed later. But today we will just cover the general aspects of this One Health Center. We have already received some questions, and this question relates to safety aspect. As was mentioned in the presentation, pathogens moving out of the premise is a concern. Therefore, anti-seismic measures is one question. To what extent this is in place? And what about the biosafety for the main building? And what is the biosafety of the animal health center? You are dealing with the livestock as well as wild life, where you may have an unknown pathogens. How do you separate between the two? As was explained earlier, we ask for further details. Yes, I would like to give you an explanation. First of all, in the structural design, and we will have seismic design and can reduce the tremors of the great earthquake. And the seismic level of 6 or higher, it can be withstood by the building. Even after the earthquake, the facilities can be safely used. Also, with regards to biosafety, BSL-3 is the level of the facilities. WHO and National Infectious Diseases Center principles are abided by. To be specific, we have anti-room, we have negative air pressure control, we also have the security of exiting and entering the room, and we also have emergency power supply. So even the power is supplied to some extent, and for some time negative pressure is maintained for safe termination of the room. We have inundation risk. Therefore, these tools and measures are set on the floors higher than the second floor. With regards to the biosafety of the human and environmental sciences and the animal center, the most important thing is contamination between the livestock and wildlife. As we explained earlier, we will have segregation of the areas. We also make sure that the people's movement are completely separated. And of course, the entrances, the gates are separated. So these are the specific characteristics of the building. Thank you. So we understand that you have good measures in place for safety. Thank you.
Next, I would like to ask Hiraima-san. Particularly the Animal Health Center and others, I think this is quite a new initiative. So workers, employees working here, perhaps a majority of them should be just a government public servant working for government. But what do you think about the development of talents or the skill development for employees which are going to be working for this facility? Yes, thank you very much. About talent or HR development, actually, we have already existing Institute of Health and Environmental Science. Actually, the the hiring people graduate from graduate people with academic background, and then we just provide training and education to them as well, even at the present moment. And yes, we would like to just work together with a veterinary school as well, and then we would like to just recruit a graduate from just medical school or veterinary school as well. So that means the staff or the employees who are veterinarians, just they go to college and already just learn something about this one at college. Yes, thank you very much.
屋外の
Sunoki-san, can you explain about the outdoor experiential zone? The floor members are very much interested in how the space is utilized. So can you tell us about the space? Can they enjoy forest? And is there a universal design for people from overseas? Can you tell us about the designs? Either of you can answer. Actually, for outdoor zone, this is outside of our design, so we do not know what is happening there. Then Mr. Hirayama. For outdoor zone, the design is underway at the moment. We assume visitors from overseas to be welcome. We will have signage both in Japanese and English so that the overseas visitors can also enjoy the learning press experience. Thank you.
ここにですね
Thank you very much. So I think this may be the first one of the center in Japan, or probably in the world as well. So that means the people are quite interested in the construction of this kind of facilities. And then perhaps there should be a lot of requests coming to you. What kind of facilities eventually they would like to have, including software and hardware. And One Health, actually, that covers a quite wide range of specialties, and then it is impossible to just accept these different requests and put them into just realization. But do you have any specific idea what you want to do with the software part, or not exactly the hardware equipment, but kind of services or activities within this facility in the future? Yes, at the present moment, we are still in the process of the construction of the buildings. So probably we are going to be able to start or open the facilities in March 2028. So that means what we want to do specifically within this facility, that is not yet decided. So that means I cannot, I have no answer to your question at the present moment. But anyway, I would like to share the information that there are a lot of requests about the completed just the status of the facility.
特権としまして、ここに
We are running out of time now, but from Miyama City, Mayor Matsushima is with us. So I'd like to ask Mayor to share with us your expectations and your commitment. Please welcome Mayor of Miyama. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you would bear with me. First, I'd like to thank everyone. One Health Center is going to be located in the premise of about 10 hectares under the leadership of Governor Hattori and all other members. Thank you very much for your decision. I also like to thank Dr. Kurauchi who is the president-elect of World Veterinary Association. We also like to thank the prefectural council members for their decision. Thank you very much. Also, the Honorary President, Dr. Yokokura of Japan Medical Association, who is locally originating from our side. We are very happy that we are all working together. Miyama City is promoting as a city of One Health, and we also promote One Health education at schools. Based on the design presentations, I hope that you would enjoy the wonderfulness of this building. This is going to hope that be the wonderful One Health Center from Miyama, from Fukuoka, and from Japan. We are very happy to have this facility, and we hope to work together with the citizens to promote this One Health Center. In the morning, Yamato High School made a presentation. This is where I graduated from. We have elementary school, the junior high school, and senior high school. For over 3 years, we promote One Health education from the first year of elementary school to the third year of senior high school. We have an overall curriculum together with the Board of Education. We really hope that we can contribute to the education of the prefecture, and for Japan, we will make sure that we continue to improve our curriculum. And I thank you for your continued support. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This One Health Center in 2013, under the leadership of then the president of JMA, Dr. Yokokura, and Dr. Kurauchi, entered into a signing of MOU. After 15 years, finally, we see a concrete result out of this undertaking. Hope that you are all interested in this program. This is a facility not just for the experts. We like to get your feedback to make this even a better one. Mr. Hirayama may have an important role to play. Hope that you would continue efforts for the next few years. Thank you very much. This concludes our session.
Thank you very much for your presentations. And please give them a big round of applause to the presenters. Now, we'd like to move on to the closing ceremony. The address is delivered by the Vice President of Executive Committee of One Health International Forum in Fukuoka, who's also the President of Fukuoka Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Kusaba Haruo. Today, for long hours, for the fifth One Health International Forum in Fukuoka, actually we are celebrating the successful conclusion of the fifth forum. And today, the people of medicine, of veterinary, and also we have the MPs, and as well as the people of education participating, and also the via homepage or the newspapers. Some people got to know this forum and decided to come and participate from the prefecture. I thank you all very much. The president of WOAH, Mr. John Dayan, and also the Dr. Mark Schipp, the former president of the World Organization for Animal Health, and we have Dr. Maria Minerva Kalmag, who is the president of the Confederation Medical Association of Asia and Oceania. Now, I think this, I'm sure, is going to be the driving force for moving the One Health initiatives ahead. Now, the theme of this forum is opening up our prosperous future through One Health. It's as in the board ahead, above, we have greens and blue, and well, the children of the future generation are to develop the One Health for the future. And Dr. Nishihara, who has done a very great summation of the sessions. And also for in the morning, we have high school students' presentations, which are fantastic. I think Fukuoka Prefecture focused on the One Health initiatives, and those high school students are proof of the activities promoted by the prefecture. And we are leading the world in One Health. The Assembly of Fukuoka Prefecture, the prefecture itself, has taken tremendous efforts to this end. As explained in the previous session, the One Health Center of Fukuoka hopefully would become the World One Health Center. Together with Governor Hattori and those people in the administration, hopefully many people as possible. They are not just doctors or veterinarians, the pharmacists, the other medical professionals who are dealing with ecosystem. Hopefully, they are going to utilize that as a educational facility where they can experience One Health. And I'm sure that you have been able to learn a lot from the forum today. Now, once again, the 5th One Health International Forum in Fukuoka has been very fruitful, very active, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for this successful conclusion. Thank you very much.